So hi guys, good evening everyone. So I hope can everyone hear me? Hello, can everyone hear me? Hello.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hila, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Jeff, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So hi guys, good evening everyone. So welcome to this session. I'm just giving guys about a minute or two. I can see quite a number of us have joined in on time. So I'm just giving guys a minute or two that we can be able to start off all together. All right, I'm just giving guys just about a minute or two to be able to join in, then we can be able to start off together. So I guess I've sent out the link to everyone who requested for it. All right, all right, all right. So welcome guys. Let's get to start off this session today. Let's get to start off our session this evening. Welcome to this Chats and Chill session with me. So welcome on board everyone. I can see
Jen,
uh yes.
I'm going in a few minutes. I'll go and transit again and I'll join again.
All right, sure, no worries. Okay. Huh. So I can see Dr. is here, I can see Charles, John, Lloyd. Yeah, I can see more guys getting to join in. So let me give guys just about a minute or two. Then we can get to start off, right? So let's give guys just a minute or two that we can get to join in. I can see quite a number of us already joined in. So I'm just giving guys about a minute or two to get to join in. So welcome on board, everyone. Welcome on board, everyone.
Lakini
Uh,
nilikuwa namwambia ni sasa, nilikuwa namwambia
Charles,
ya kazi.
Charles. Yeah, okay. Mm, okay. So welcome, guys. I guess now we can start off. Yeah, I can see quite a number of us already joined in. So I bet we can now get to start off. Yeah, I bet we can now get to start off. So again, welcome guys to this session this evening today. So from last week's Chats and Chill, yeah. For those of us who attended last week's Chats and Chill, I hope guys took advantage of the many opportunities that we discussed during that session. I remember during last week's session, it was whereby each one will give us 3 pairs. I remember each one of us was suggesting 3 pairs which we are going to look at together. And it doesn't have to be pairs that I necessarily look at. It was just pairs of everyone's choice. 3 pairs, then we get to look at it together. And that is what we did last week. So we covered quite a bit. We covered quite a bit of pairs during last week's session. Okay, we covered quite a bit of pairs during last week's session. And also, and I know quite a number of guys who are able to, I know quite a number of guys are able to have, very good, very good setups for last week. We discussed quite a lot of pairs during that session. So this week again, we are back at it. This week we are back at it again. And first things first, I must say, I think today we are quite more than usual because I shared the link to quite a number of people. So even as guys get to join in, because I know quite a number of guys will get to join in even as we proceed. I welcome you all into this session today. So okay. So I welcome you all into this session today. And I bet now quite a number of us since you've joined in, I guess now we can get to start off. So I welcome you all into this session. So I've been doing this for quite a while now, the Chats and Chill session. So I recently introduced this. It was previously private and recently invited everyone to now get to join in. So I welcome you all and I welcome you all into this session. So let's get to start off. So from what I saw last week, I think it's best preferred. Probably let me hear from the guys who were here last week. We did the session with them last week, and I suggested guys to give me 3 pairs each of what everyone was trading. So probably let me start off. Charles, please, if you can mute. If you're having a conversation with guys around you, please just kindly mute. Uh, Charles, I keep muting this guy and he's muting himself. So anyway, probably let's start off with Daktari. Hi, Daktari. Hello, Daktari. Can you hear me?
Hello, Jeff. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I was trying to set up my PC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so when I'm unmuting, it took time. So I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last week I took my first swing
Mm-hmm.
on Euro GBP. Even when I was giving you my pairs, I was on a swing.
Okay.
Yeah, the TP got hit.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm happy. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to many opportunities.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Euro GBP, I think it's the one that you are looking for buys, right?
Yeah.
Euro GBP. Yeah, nice. Very nice. This is a very good one. This is a very good one. So, I mean, at least you got something from that. Was there any other pair you were trading last week?
Not really. I didn't trade any other pair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this week.
Yeah, all right, all right. Karibu sana. I can
Thank
see. Hi, Rita.
Hi Jeff, nipe dakika kidogo. I'm trying to finish up on something here.
Yeah, okay,
But
so
hi.
it's okay. All right. So, you can see Hillary. Hillary, hi, man.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, man. How have you been?
I've been good. I missed last week's lesson, but here I am today.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome, 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 man.
Pardon? Yeah, I lost you.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Wait. Were you trading last week?
I can't hear you, Jeff. You're breaking.
Can you hear me? I'm saying, were you trading last week? Hillary, can you hear me?
Mm.
Hello, Hillary, can you hear me? I think can everyone else hear me? Probably he's not able to. I've seen his laptop. I hope can everyone else hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Jeff.
Okay, okay. Yeah, hi Lloyd. How are you?
I'm fine, Jeff.
Yeah, so welcome to the session. I think this is your first time. This is your first time to be here.
Yeah, this is my first time.
Yeah, okay, sawa sawa. Karibu sana. So yeah, Hillary, you
Yes,
can hear me
yes.
now.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I was saying, did you trade last week?
No. Been busy. Work. I wasn't able.
Yeah, yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. So that's okay. So everyone who this is their first time in this session, so karibuni sana. Now let's get to start off. I'll get to probably I'll prefer the same way I did last time. I have guys suggesting their pairs so that I don't limit guys to the pairs that only the pairs that I trade. So everyone will give me 3 pairs of their choice that you'd like me to look at. It can be whatever pair it is, all right? So it doesn't have to be necessarily the pairs that I usually that I usually do. But I mean, again, even if it is them, the better. So probably you can give me 3 pairs of your choice each before I get to do mine, or probably this time round, let me start with my pairs. Then you can give me, each of you can give me 3 pairs of your choice. So I can see Rita. Hi.
Hi, Jeff. I'm back.
Hi. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. So welcome again to the
Thank
session.
you. Thank you.
Did you trade last week?
Well, yeah, I did.
Uh-huh.
I have not become a swinger yet,
Uh-huh.
but I tried to hold Euro UD for 2 days. But
Okay, Euro AUD.
yeah, Euro UD for 2 days.
Uh-huh.
Because I felt like my zone was different from yours.
Uh-huh.
As much as I was looking at supply and demand, I was also trading liquidities being taken.
Yeah.
And that came to me. Okay, of course, the pair did not get to the demand,
Uh-huh.
but I traded the liquidities being collected because I figured out that in my case, the demand zone that we had plotted was way lower than what ought to have been in my
Uh-huh.
case. So
Okay.
I entered that and I traded it for 2 days, still watching it this week to see whether it will break a level that I'm watching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that I traded apart from scalping here and there gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this week are you looking into any pairs so far?
I'm still looking into Euro AUD.
Yeah, Euro AUD. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah. And also
Euro.
USD.
Okay. Euro AUD. Let's see. Euro AUD still pushing lower. Um, Euro AUD still pushing lower. Can see this, Charles. Hi, is there a problem with sound? Because I can't hear anything at all. Huh. Uh, let me, mhm. Let me respond to him. Sound is okay. So for Euro AUD, you can see we had this rally to these highs up here. The rally to these highs up here, prices failed to break above this. So chances are very high. All right, chances are very high that we may get to see price drop all the way. We have this from these highs all the way down to these lows and back to these highs. That range was filled. Then from this area here, we are seeing a strong push to the downside. So chances are very high we may get to see a bearish push all the way down to these areas of 1.61, 1.60, I mean 1.61,000 areas down here. Because now this is the minor range, and then now we have the major range. The major range now is based off from this demand all the way to this supply back to this. That is the major range. But now here we have a minor range from these highs to these lows back to these highs. So from these highs again, we're looking at a drop back to at least these lows. Then from there we can anticipate and see how price reacts. How price reacts to this. Okay. So there's that on Euro AUD. There's that on Euro AUD. Then you'd said AUD USD as well, so we'll probably get to check it out. We'll probably get to check it out. AUD USD as well. Yeah, we'll get to check it out right. We'll get to check it out right in a bit. Okay. We'll get to check it out right in a bit. Charles, now can you hear me?
Yes, I can now hear you.
No. All right. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah,
I've
welcome.
really tried to join now. I wanted to hear your take on the GBP USD. Unfortunately, imenipita.
It's okay. No, we are getting there. So, bado hujapita, we are getting there.
Okay, asante.
All right, karibu. So, we'll get to check all this out. So probably Rita, I can start with you. So give me three of the pairs you'd want me to look at. Three of the pairs that you're trading this week that you'd like me to look at. And then you'll tell me the progress of those pairs by the end of the week.
So I'll be looking at Euro UD was one of them.
Euro UD.
Yeah, AUD USD.
AUD USD.
Then what is this other GBP AUD? Like basically the AUDs, I think.
GBP AUD.
Yeah, GBP AUD.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm monitoring to see whether I can get an entry for NASDAQ.
Okay, so we've already done Euro AUD, AUD USD. So for AUD USD, this is what you have. The range we've been working with has been from this demand area here, and this is a demand on the 4 hour. This is a demand on the 4 hour time frame. So if I probably now extend this like this, we have something like that. Uh, uh, mm, yeah, something like that. Then I extend it like this. So there is your zone. This was a previous key area of supply based off these areas here. And see, this is a very key area of supply on multiple times. Then the moment the moment price broke above, we had the new high, then the retest. Then from there on, this has been a key area of demand because each time price comes back to this demand, we see a strong push to the upside. Now, price got to these highs and failed to break above and formed supply and dropped all the way back to this demand. Now we have formed a range that starts from this demand all the way to this supply or these highs and back to this demand. That range is filled. Now we had price drop into this demand, then a strong push to the upside, then price has come to retest this area. So chances are high we are looking at a potential continuation of the rally higher back to these highs of 0.72620 areas. So that is the range. Basically, that is the range that we will be working with from these highs to this demand and back to these highs. Now that you've already seen the shift in market structure, because usually the only way to confirm a reversal is after we've seen a shift in market structure. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So the only way to confirm the reversal is we have seen a shift in market structure. Price has formed a higher high. Now we are seeing a retest we've seen a retest before, a potential continuation of the rally higher. Then the next area of interest that we will be anticipating to see price get to is the areas of 0.72620 areas, just basically back to these highs, because that is the range that you will be working with until now price gets to these highs, and probably now you see either price break above or fail to break these highs, and now we see a push to the downside like that. Okay, so we have that. Let's observe and see how price gets to react to that on AUD USD. Then this is on the 4 hour. Probably let me see even how the daily looks like. So on the daily as well, you can see price is back to a very key area of interest. So it was a major supply even on the daily time frame. This area here, it is a major supply even on the daily time frame here. So we have that. Let me have this like that. So I had that. Okay. Now, this is a very key area. This was a previous supply based off this. Then now when price broke above it, now retested as demand. When supply is broken, it becomes demand. Now, when price is back to this area here, this level responds to, the prices respond to that area as a level of demand. And that is why we are looking at a potential push like this back up to these highs, like that. Okay. So we have that. Let's observe and see how price reacts to that. Then for GBP AUD, For GBP AUD, you can see we've had price drop into a very major area based off this on the daily time frame. You can see on the daily time frame, this is what we have. Probably let's see how I got this zone. Yeah, based off the weekly. You can see this is a zone based off the weekly time frame. This demand area here is based off the weekly. And see how price, the last time price was here was in 2024. Like that.
Yeah,
Now
actually,
price-
all AUDs are getting back to 2024.
Yeah, so this low was a 2024 low. So now when has gotten to this area, now we're seeing a potential shift in market structure. Where you have a bullish reversal. Now these on the weekly, we come down to the daily time frame. You can see on the daily as well, now that push to the upside. So we have already seen that reversal. We've confirmed that we're having a potential bullish reversal. Then we now come to the 4-hour time frame. When you come to the 4-hour time frame, we've already seen a push to the upside like that. So the best way to approach it will be anticipate a potential retest of this area 1.86937 before. Now a continuation of the rally higher. Then the first area of interest will be this supply at 1.89173. So basically the range will be from this supply down to this demand, then back all the way to this supply like that for that range to be fully filled. Okay, so that is what we will be ideally that is what we'll be looking out for. Okay. Yeah, so that's how to approach it for GBP AUD, and this is on the 4-hour time frame. So this can be a very nice range to work with. So from here down to this is a good 230 pips. If you're anticipating your retest from this area here, you're looking at all the way to these areas of 1.89, 168, or 170 areas, you're looking at a solid 230 pips. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
solid 230 pips on that. So you can be on the lookout, be on the lookout on that one. Okay. Yeah, so we have that then. Hi, Daktari.
Hi Jeff, how are you?
I'm good, How are you?
I'm good. So you want me to give you my pairs?
Yes, the pairs that you're trading this week. We check them out together.
Okay, so I have USD card.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this week I tried the USD. Yeah, USD card.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I want to look at that. I think GBP USD.
Uh-huh.
Let me confirm. And I think Euro GBP as well.
Uh-huh. Just a bit. Just a bit, just a second. Yes, so this is what you have for USD CAD. You can see price at a very key area of supply. Okay. This has been, you've said your pairs are USD CAD, GBP
Uh,
USD.
Euro GBP
Oh yeah, USD CAD, Euro GBP
and GBP USD.
Okay, sawa. So,
Yeah.
USD CAD, GBP USD, Euro GBP. Sawa. GBP USD right there, then Euro GBP. Okay. So, starting off with USD CAD. For USD CAD, this is what we have. We had this has been our range from this demand all the way to this supply, these highs, then back to this demand. That range was filled. That was the major range. Then now when price got to this demand, you've seen the reversal, and this is where now we are actually looking at scouting for opportunities at this area here. This is where now during last week's, actually it was during last week's session, then we had the rally all the way back to this supply. That range has been filled. Remember, this supply is the origin of this drop multiple times to this demand, even from here again down to this demand. Now that price has filled that range, the next thing we'll be looking out is now that price has filled that range, the next thing we'll be looking out for to see is, will price hold at this supply area and have a potential bearish reversal, or will price get to break above and keep pushing higher? So these are very key area of interest that you have to observe and see how price reacts, to it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So these are very key. These are very key area of interest to observe how price reacts to this level here. Okay. So if you see any signs of a potential shift in market structure, okay. If we see any signs of a potential shift in market structure here, then you will anticipate to see price do something like this, and a potential reversal happens. But in case price fails to hold at this area and keeps pushing higher, then the next area of interest is these highs, these areas of 1.38, 100 areas. Remember, this zone is the mid-range. This is the major range, this is the mid-range. So observe this zone carefully because it has the potential or the possibility of prices reversing and pushing to the downside or even getting to break above. So these are very key area of interest to observe and see how price reacts to this. Then for GBP USD,
Something else.
uh,
Back to the USD card.
uh,
So for a market shift, what do I need to see? Break of the lower high of the previous lower high.
no, a shift in market structure. Yes, you will get to see a break of. For you to identify that has happened, you'll get to see a break of like now these lows, for example, because now this is where there is some structure formed, because price can easily do something like this, then go back up. So the moment it takes out this area, because now this is where there is structure, then you can anticipate there is a potential shift in market structure, and now price is bearish. The moment it takes out this area here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is that on USD. There is that on USD CAD. Then you had said GBP USD. This is what I was saying. So for GBP USD, we've already seen a very strong bullish reversal happening. So this is what we have. You can see this on the daily. Price has dropped all the way down to this demand area here. This demand area. Then you've seen a very strong bullish reversal based off the daily time frame. Now, when you come to the 4 hour, this is what you have. On the 4 hour, you have that. So we've seen price react from this demand and rally all the way to these areas here. Now, what is something that you realize about this area? This area forms structure in the sense that each time we've seen price get to this area, apart from now here when you had a strong drop to the downside, we've seen some reaction. You've seen some reaction here. You've seen some reaction, and this reaction forms structure at these areas. Look at the number of times price we get some reactions from this area here. So now price is back at this area. So at this area, I'd anticipate to see will I see price? I'll be looking out to see, will I see price push above all the way to this supply? Because again, now we have the range from this supply all the way down to this demand and back to that supply. Or will you see price react from this structure and now start pushing to back to the downside like that? So now this area in the middle forms the mid range for this. And you have to be
So,
very, yeah.
so that the middle, that area that you have marked, those rows there,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
does that is that viable for one to mark as a zone?
Which one? Oh, these ones, the ones that I've marked here.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you can mark it as a zone, but now that will be a minor zone.
Okay.
Yes, that will be a minor zone. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So there is that on GBP USD. There is that on GBP USD. Uh-huh. So be very vigilant on how you get to approach that one. Then you said Euro
Hello.
GBP.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. Mr. Geoffrey, on the same you stickered, I wanted to ask,
Uh-huh.
can this market just move bullish without doing a retest? Does it have to do a retest? Will there be a retest?
Yes, 90% of the times usually has to happen because you see the whole essence of a retest is collection of orders. So one thing that guys have to understand, the reason why the markets can't move in a straight line, yeah. So you'll either see, like say, for example, like now that it is pushing up, it goes coming down like this, retests, forming retracements like that. Same case too if it is going down like that. So the reason why this happens is because you see when the price gets here, there'll be buyers who have bought, let's say, from here till here who will close their profits. And there are others who will now probably want to sell from here, pushing prices back down to a level like this again. So the orders for the guys who have already closed out from here will, well, I mean, the orders that will, the orders for the guys who have held from this area to this area, then they close out, their orders will be filled. Then there are those now who will come and get into the market from probably here and push price all the way till this area here. Then for the guys who are holding still from this area here, that means a longer holding period. So until price goes all the way, it goes all the way collecting orders. All these retracements that happen is usually collection of orders, so that price keeps going higher. Like now, for example, for price to come from here all the way till here, how many times did it retrace? We had this one here, 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 like that. So all these times price is retracing, it is accumulating orders so that it can be able to push higher. Same case during this drop. We have, if price goes retracing like this, forming now, this is now those scenarios where it forms now the lower highs and the lower lows. So during those retracements or during those pullbacks and retests, those are the times where price is retesting so that we get to see a potential probably continuation of the prevailing trend. So during those scenarios, that is when we have collection of orders. And probably you've previously had me mention about understanding what is in your candle, because when you understand what is in your candle, then it becomes easier to actually correlate this information between what I'm talking about orders and now the price movements, because the market can't move in a straight line. It always moves in forms of price gets to a certain level, then pulls back, goes again, pulls back, goes again, like that, because of that series of accumulation of orders. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So we have that. Then you have Euro GBP. So for Euro GBP, this is what you are getting to look at. So this is on Euro GBP. So for Euro GBP again, this is the range we've been working with from this supply down to this demand, then from this demand all the way back to this supply. From supply down back to demand again, then from this demand, a rally all the way to supply again, like that. Okay. So that is what we've been so that is what we've been having this range. So now when price got to this supply, it's actually missed supply by very few pips, then we are now seeing a very strong drop to the downside, and we will anticipate to see price drop all the way back down to this demand 0.86 or 40. Once it gets to that area, now we get to observe and see how price reacts within this demand. If it still holds, then you anticipate a potential. If it still holds, then get to anticipate a potential bullish reversal and prices pushing back up like that. Okay, so but currently we are still heavily pushing to the downside, right? So we have that. Then I can see. So those are your pairs, Daktari, right?
Yeah, those were my pairs. And if I may ask, what could have caused the recent candle, the bearish?
This strong momentum here.
Yeah.
I'm not very sure. I can say this happened at about like 1 p.m. Let me see if we have anything. No, today we didn't have any high impact news. I'm not really sure, but I'm sure tomorrow we will get to see some more momentum as well at 9 a.m. because of the climate count change. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will get to see so we'll get to see quite some momentum. Okay, we'll get to see quite some momentum because of that, the GBP climate count change. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have that. Then I can see Cecilia has said ndio kufika, but simuoni. I can't see you, Cecilia. You're not around. All right, sawa. Let's go to Alpha. Hi, Alpha. Alpha, hi, man.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. So welcome to the session.
Thank you.
Did you trade last week?
Yeah,
What pairs are you looking at?
I had Euro GBP,
Uh-huh.
okay, and GBP USD.
Euro GBP and GBP USD.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did they go? How did it go?
Okay, Euro GBP or I hit profit on Friday,
Uh-huh.
as we had discussed on Monday during the chat and chill.
Uh-huh.
Then the GBP USD dropped, take some
Yeah.
partials. Then
Mm-hmm.
today was stopped out
You are stopped out.
at break even.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
You are stopped out at break even
yeah,
on GBP USD.
yeah.
Okay. We'll get to check it out. We'll get to check it out in a bit.
Okay.
All right. So what pairs are you looking out for this week? You have three. Give me three pairs that you're looking out for this week. We get to check it out together.
Okay. Currently, I'm observing US 30.
Okay. US 30. Let me see. Uh-huh. We have US 30. US 30. Mhm. We have US 30. What are on?
I'm also observing Euro GBP, JPY. Euro JPY, that is, sorry.
Euro JPY. Uh-huh. Euro JPY. Nice. I don't know why this setup looks quite familiar. I think we had talked about it at some point. US 30, Euro JPY, and what are on? One more pair.
Okay, currently, due to I'm observing DXY to see if it will strengthen or to be weak. Then I will just check one of the major pairs, maybe USD card.
Okay, USD card.
Yeah.
All right, I think we had already looked at USD. We had already looked at USD card. So for US 30, this is what you have on US 30. Let me start off from the daily. So
Okay.
this is what you have on the daily time frame here. So you can see price has been above this zone for quite a while. Okay, price has been above this zone for quite a while, above this area here. This area, this demand area has been a very key area of interest on multiple times. So we saw the rally all the way to this area. Now this place will actually, if looking at this should actually be able to form a zone. We have that, and we have this. So this should actually be able to form a zone like that. Then I now remove that, and then I do it like that. Then you bring back the candles. You can see there you have a zone. So now rectangle to finish up the zone like that. Zone like that. Mm, and then let me extend it like this. Yeah, so you have that. You can see how price, this is the zone where we had the all-time highs. Okay. This is the zone where we had the all-time highs at this supply area here. You have this supply area here. Okay, these are the all-time highs. And then now we are seeing a strong bearish engulfing candle. So chances are I may get to see the retest, then a push to the downside back to this demand. So the range now becomes from this demand. The range now becomes from this demand all the way to this supply and back to this demand. That range is filled. Okay, so that's where you're starting. Now, when you check out, that is on the daily time frame. When you now come to the 4 hour, the 4 hour time frame, this is what you have. So you've seen price coming back to this area. So this can be a very good area for potential bearish push down to even 49,000 areas, for example. The same way, if you had taken this cell from here down to 49,000 areas, would have been a perfect one for that range like that. Okay. So same case from here, this supply down to this demand, from this demand to this supply. So again, from this supply, it's gonna push down, prices come back to retest this. So that is why we are looking out for a potential bearish push all the way down to these areas of 49,000 areas will be a fair level, right? 49,000 areas. So we have that for US 30. And then if you look at Euro JPY, so for Euro JPY, this is what you have. For Euro JPY, we have the range, we've had the range from this supply all the way down to this demand, back to this supply, that range is filled. Then from this supply down to this demand, then back to this supply, that range is filled. And it has been from this again demand all the way back to this supply, that range is filled. Then again, now we have this demand being the major origin of the whole rally. Okay, this demand being the major origin of this whole rally. Then price breaks above, gets to this area. Then a whole break below, down back to the origin of this rally, which is this demand. Now, price has rallied back to this supply area here. So now the next thing we get to observe and see, will this supply area hold? If this supply holds, then definitely we are looking at a potential bearish reversal. Then price is coming down to just a second, and price is coming down to these areas of 182.380. Okay, so just a second. Hello, so you have these what we'll be anticipating to see a potential bearish. We'll be anticipating to see a potential bearish reversal from this supply area here. Okay, so you have that. Let's observe and see. Let's observe and see how price gets to react to this on Euro JPY. Okay, this is on the 4-hour time frame. So if price, ideally, if price doesn't break above this high, okay, if price doesn't break above this high, price forms equal highs and fails to break above this, then this will be very solid for a potential push like that down to these areas, down to these areas of wait, uh, down to these areas of 182.500 levels. Now, and then also look at the similarity of setups. What you had here and here, then you had the drop all the way down. Then look at what is here. You have this, then all the way down. Okay, so that is what you have. Ideally, that is what we'll be looking out for. Probably let's see how the daily looks like. Can see the daily as well. Price is approaching a very key area on the very key supply area, which is this level here. This supply area here. And this is a very key area that can anticipate potential bearish reversals from. Okay, so let's observe and see how price reacts at that level there. Okay, so let's observe and see how price reacts at that. Then you had talked about the DXY as well. So the dollar index, let's see what you have. So you have the dollar index has been quite bullish. Price has gotten to these highs of 99.390. So chances are very high because now price forms some structure at this area here. Okay, price forms some structure at this area here. Chances are high you may get to see price. Let me, if I have this, your structure at this area like that. Your structure at this area like that. And this is on the 4-hour time frame. Now observe how we've come up with this structure. Each time price taps this area, we're seeing a strong push to the downside. Each time price taps this area, strong push to the downside. Each time I tap this area, you see a strong push to the downside. So even here, we might get to see a potential bearish reversal from this level here. But let's just observe and see how price reacts to this. That is on the dollar index. Okay, that is on the dollar index. So let's observe and see how price reacts to that. Again, today is on Monday, so we just give it a bit of time. Probably by tomorrow London session or even New York, will be able to tell where ideally we are anticipating price to go for this one. But I will look at that reaction like that. Okay. Then, well, I can say mm, because of time. Oh, okay. So we have Cecilia. Hi, Cecilia. Hello.
Unanisikia? Unanisikia?
Hey, you're breaking. Una break.
Jeff?
Hello.
Okay, let me work on it then. Let me work on my network.
Okay, now I can hear you.
Hello, hello, Geoffrey.
Yes, hello.
Yes,
Yes.
could you please help me check as we wait for Cecilia to work on her network?
Uh-huh.
You can help me check XAG USD and Nasdaq.
Okay, XAG, USD, and Nasdaq.
Yes.
Okay. XAG, USD. Okay, then you have Nasdaq. So let me start with XAG USD. So this is on silver. So we had price dropping all the way down to this area here. Now price has missed this demand by very few pips, and now you're seeing kind of like a retracement here. Now here, this area can form structure based off what we are seeing on the left here. Okay, price can react to that. So you can either see price reacting from this area, or we either see price reacting from here, or a rally all the way to price can get to rally all the way to these areas of 80.47606 before now potential drop. So we can get to see either price react from here or all the way to these areas of 80.47606 areas here. So if you fail to get a reaction from here, then wait to see price rally to these areas up here. Okay, so there is that for the chances are very high. Chances are very high price may react from here unless we now have more momentum that pushes price on all the way to these areas of 80.47600. So we have that for silver. Then you had said the NAS 100. So for Nasdaq, so let me come to the 4-hour time frame. So this is what you have on NAS. Price formed new all-time highs at 29,600 areas up here. Then this is the demand area here based off this structure. You have demand like that. Like that. Okay, we have demand at this area here. So as long as price does not break below this, then you're still in bullish region. But the moment price breaks below this, okay, the moment price breaks below this structure here, the moment price breaks below this, then we'll get to see a potential bearish reversal. But as long as price has not broken below this yet, we still look for a potential bullish scenario back to these highs of 29,600. Okay.
So right now, should I be looking for bullish entries?
Yes, potentially that is what we'll be looking out for. If price does not, you see, the whole idea is we are looking at the reactions that you're anticipating. If price doesn't break this low, then you can look out for potential buys. If it breaks, then now you know that you're having a shift in market structure. But ideally, I'm looking at this area holding. Okay, ideally, I'm looking at this area holding so that we get to see a potential bullish reversal. Okay.
I think that's okay. I think another one that I was looking at that you have already talked about was GBP USD.
GBP USD.
Yeah, but I think you have already talked about it, and I have seen it.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So we have that. We have that on NAS. You've seen NAS and I mean you've seen NAS and silver.
XG USD.
Yeah, and GBP USD you've already discussed about it. So we
Yeah.
have all right, so okay. Then Cecilia, have you fixed your network?
Yes.
All right, you can hear me well.
Yeah, I can.
All right, so how have you been?
And being okay. Up and down, na maandamano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
What? Give me three pairs you'd like me to look at that you're trading this week.
this week my potential just like USD imekuwa kwa demand.
Euro USD.
Euro USD yeah, iko kwa demand.
Euro USD. Uh-huh. There's Euro USD. Which other one?
So US
Pardon?
Euro USD and USD card.
Euro USD and USD card.
Yeah. Not just like not Euro card, USD card.
Yeah, USD card. Yeah. Yeah. This is USD card.
Yeah.
This is Euro USD. Okay. So
Yeah.
starting off with
Those are the
Euro
only just
USD.
like those are the only just like pairs I think they have a potential this week considering the area of interest.
Yeah.
And just like yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So for Euro USD, I remember Euro USD last week we also had a very nice setup for this. So ideally we've been ranging from this demand all the way to this supply, from this supply back to demand, from demand again back to supply, then now from this supply all the way back to this. Now we've broken below this on the both on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily time frame. We've seen price come into this area to retest. Now, as long as we've not broken above this area here, this will not qualify for a potential. As long as we've not broken above this area, then this qualifies as a bearish continuation setup, because now here we have the breakout, the lower low formed, we have a retest. Then what we will be anticipating for is a potential continuation of the drop lower. That is, if price does not break above this. If it breaks above this area, 1.16, 568, 570 areas, then you look out for a potential bullish reversal, and you will look at this as a potential fake out. But as long as this is not a fake out and it is a drop to the downside, then we'll be looking at a potential bearish continuation. And if that is the case, then we'll be looking at prices dropping all the way down. So this will be ideally a potential long-term swing. All the way
That's
down
a
to
swing.
yes. All the way down to this
Yeah.
demand. Okay. This will be a very nice potential swing all the way down. And if we now check, this on the 4 hour, if we check out the 1 hour time frame as well, you can see there's a bit of consolidation inside this area. But when you look at the daily, on the daily, you can see as well we had the slight break below. However, this can easily become a fake out. So that's why I'm saying we have to observe and see if price doesn't break above, then we can anticipate a potential bearish continuation. But if it breaks above, then this becomes If it breaks above, then this becomes a fake out and price reverses. So I'm just closely observing. I'm just closely observing to see how price. I'm just closely observing to see how price reacts at this area here. So this now on the this level here. If it breaks above like this, then you look out for the buys from here, then price like that. But if it doesn't break above, you will be looking out for a potential continuation of the drop lower. So that's what you have. We have that. Let's observe and see how price reacts to that. Then for USDCAD again, we had talked about this. Mentioned that the full range, mentioned that the range has been filled and prices at this supply. However, chances are high you may get to see price even going deeper into these areas. Probably these levels of 1.38 thousand areas up here. Like that. Okay. So you have that. Let's observe and see how price reacts to that on USD CAD. Okay. Then
Also, tomorrow you have a CPI on card.
you have CPI on CAD. Let's see. Yeah, at 330.
Yeah.
Yes. So definitely it will affect. It will affect that. Then let me see how USD CHF looks like also. Yeah, so there is USD CHF. Price is just stalling within these areas. For USD CHF, price is just stalling within these areas here, but I don't see price rally to these highs. Don't see price rally to these highs up here. Okay, these highs of 0.79, 120, 0.79 to 100 areas. So a potential rally all the way to these highs up here, like that. These highs on USD CHF. All right. So we have had this range from these highs down to these lows, back to these highs. That range is filled. Then from these highs again, all the way down to these lows and back to these highs. That range is filled. Okay. So we have that. So that's why I'm saying I'd be looking at price potentially breaking above these and rallying all to these highs before now we get to see the next reaction. Okay. So we have that for USD CHF. You see the daily. So the daily. So the daily, we have this on the daily. All right. So on the daily time frame as well, we can easily get to see price. See the first time when price did this, pushed it all the way to these highs. So even here as well, we get to see price pushing all the way to these highs up there again on 0.79, 0.79, 120 areas. So that's what I'm saying. I'll be looking at price potentially getting to that. So there's that on USD CHF. Then let me see. How I've gotten from Alpha, Charles, Daftari. Job. Hi, Job.
Hi.
So welcome to the session.
Yeah,
How you
I
doing?
came late. Leo
It's
nimekuwa
okay.
mwana mpotevu. Yeah,
It's
okay.
okay. Karibu sana.
So I'm not looking for many pairs right now.
Uh-huh.
I was looking at USD JPY, Euro USD,
Uh-huh.
GBP USD. Those two I'm anticipating a sell, but USD JPY I'm kind of worried because of the Japanese government intervening in the market. So
Yeah.
although we have a break there and maybe it will rally up, I'm hesitant to take trades for JPYs.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm only like currently looking at Euro USD and GBP USD, potential sales for them
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
until otherwise.
Okay. That's okay. For USD JPY, this one already looks like okay on the technical side of things, in terms of like the structures, you can see price has respected these levels for quite a while, because when this was an area of demand for multiple times right here. You have that. Each time you see a push to the upside like that, each time you see a strong push, each time you see a strong push to the upside. Then the moment it was broken, it was retested as a supply, then a push to the downside. Then now the moment price has broke above it, has retested as demand again, then we're now having a push to the upside. So I don't see ideally a push back to these highs of 160 as the first area of interest. Then the next area of interest will be the areas of 160.700 areas up there, like that. So the first area of interest will be that 160 areas. Then the next area of interest will be 160.700 levels all the way up. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that for USD JPY. Then for Euro USD and GBP USD, just like I've mentioned, especially for Euro USD, I think this one we had talked about this with you during the day. So we are looking at a potential bearish continuation, and this setup already looks very well for a bearish continuation. So you have the break below, the retest, then a continuation of the drop lower. So this one can be a very nice swing if you're looking for a swing for the week. Okay, if you're looking for a potential swing for the week, then this might be it. Can have a very nice opportunity to take the trade and hold it. You can have a very nice opportunity to take the trade and hold it all the way down. Okay, so we have that on Euro USD. You could see price is already pushing to the downside. Then for GBP USD as well. Mm-hmm. We have GBP USD as well. Can see that's what I was saying. This area here, this area is a key area because there's formation of structure here. So price can easily get to this, then push to the downside. And you can see that is already the reaction that you're getting from this area here, current price. This area you may get to see a push down like that. So let's observe and see how price reacts to that. Okay. So we have that then. That is on GBP USD and Euro USD as well. So we've also looked at USD JPY. So then I guess that's it then. Ian. Hey, Ian. Hi, man.
Hello, Jeff.
Yeah, hi, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Hey, it's been a while, man. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's been a minute, a long minute.
Yeah. Have you been trading?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So you can give me three pairs you'd like me to check out. Three pairs you'd like me to check out that you're trading this week.
Um, I've only been looking at NAS lately.
Uh-huh.
Currently, I started looking at JA 30, Germany, DAX.
The ducks.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
um, Only those two. For gold, don't know.
Okay.
Decided to let gold rest for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Gold and the JPY is
Yeah.
it's been tough on that side of the town, but yeah, I decided to rest off those sides I've only been looking at these two.
So NAS and German and the DAX.
Yeah.
Okay. So starting off with the DAX, you can see price has rallied back to this structure here, this supply area.
Mm.
So we've seen a push to the downside, price is back at this area. So if price holds or maintains at this area, we get to see another push to the downside all the way to these areas of 23,400 areas.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for this one, anticipate to see probably a potential push to the downside back to these areas of, let's say, even 23,500. So there's that. Even on the daily time frame, on the daily is even clearer because now it shows you have the major supply area here, and then now you have this area here that has been a key level multiple times. You have that, you have this. Multiple times you have reactions from this area here, like that.
Yeah.
So even here, we'll anticipate to see potential push, at least even down to these rejections here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that for the DAX. Then for NAS, you have that. This is the area of the structure you're looking out for on Nasdaq. So if price maintains at this area, then we will anticipate to see a potential continuation of the rally higher. But if it doesn't and breaks below, then we may get to see a potential shift in market structure and price pushing to the downside. So for this one, you might probably have to wait until tomorrow because currently we still don't have the break below. But you might have to wait until tomorrow so that you can confirm if price holds or if it breaks below. If it holds, then we see excuse me. We see a potential continuation of the rally higher, but if it doesn't hold, we get to see price break below. So there's that on NAS and that on the DAX. Then probably for gold, let me see. Gold, I can see price is back at demand. Can see price is back at this demand area here. Because this demand has been the origin of quite a number of rallies till here, from here again all the way till here. All the way till here. Then our price is back at this zone. So if this zone holds, then we'll anticipate probably another bullish push to the upside. But if it doesn't, then we may get to see price break below. But as long as it is in this demand, we're looking out for potential reversal unless the setup is invalidated. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have that. Then let me see. I think that it's only two people have not asked. This is John K and Hillary. So yes.
There's this thing about you are talking about quite some time back about when a zone becomes somewhat, I don't know how to say it, weak. And when do we get to see that? Like, when does a zone get like weak? Is it when it has been tested a number of times, or when price just continues to just break the zone without even retesting?
So when a zone becomes weak, for a zone to become weak, it must be tested several times. That now it becomes, because the more number of times a zone is tested, the weaker it becomes. Then eventually that is how it breaks. So it usually, the more number of times it tests, the more number of times price tests that zone, then now the weaker it becomes. You now start seeing the price from the zone to move ratio becomes shorter. For example, if price was coming from, this supply all the way down to this demand, it now does from this supply, probably just this low, comes back. Does this again, comes back. The next time does this, fails to break below, then eventually does this.
Mhm.
So the distance becomes shorter.
So, for example, like, can you go back to the ducks?
Yeah.
You see the way we are having the number of times it has touched this place right above, like on the left side, from where your cursor is.
Yeah.
Now you see the number of times it has touched that point.
Yeah.
Is it not weak yet?
You see, you see a zone like this, for example, this is a zone that has high supply and demand imbalance. Because here, you can see the strength of the move out of this, how you can see the strength of the move each time price taps this area. So each time price taps here, you have a strong push to the downside. Taps again, strong push. Taps again, strong push. Taps again, strong push. Taps again, strong push all the way. Then here, a push again, then eventually breaks. This becomes demand. Then again, breaks again. So this is a very key. It's a very key area of interest. Okay. Yeah, and with this area being a very key area of interest, so is still a major zone. Yes, it has been tested a number of times, but then you can see the strength of the move. The strength of the move is what shows you the imbalance. So as long as a zone still has high supply or demand imbalance, then it is still viable for a potential reversal. The moment now you get to see price now, let's say like now the movement from the zone to probably outside the zone is like very slow, then you will anticipate that that zone can easily break. But as long as price has not yet mhm. So as long as price has not yet as long as price has not yet broken, as long as price has not yet how do you put it? As long as price has still shows high supply imbalance from that zone, then it is still valid. The moment now it starts now becoming a distance short, like now this one from here till here, then you start seeing that happening multiple times. Then you know that the possibility of that zone being broken is higher. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So,
Jeff,
yes.
considering what you taught us last week about the indices
Yeah.
and how the USD is getting stronger,
Yeah.
don't you think the Nasdaq it will sell?
Because
inversely correlated.
yeah, if the dollar index is bullish, then definitely we will be looking at a bearish Nas. But now the confirmation for a bearish Nasdaq will have to be the confirmation for a bearish Nasdaq will have to be the confirmation for a bearish Nasdaq will have to be price breaking below this structure. The confirmation for a bearish Nas will have to be like now I can tell now we might have a potential reversal happening because I can say price is either about to break or has broken. Yes, this area here. The moment it breaks below this, then now we anticipate to see price go all the way down. That is when now you can confirm the reversal. But if you've not yet broken below this, then we still can't confirm the reversal because price can easily get here then push up. Okay. Cecilia?
Yes, yeah, nimeelewa.
Okay. So we have that. Then you have I can see there was a question from Alpha Geoffrey. Based on your experience, will you say S&P 500 is a base index that will be used to determine the direction of other US indices? I mean, yeah, it's possible, but now the problem is that the S&P is slower than the other indices. So by the time you're using that to determine the direction, the other indices have already reversed. Okay. So it's a base, you can use it as a base index, but it won't be very accurate. Okay. In terms of like if you're scouting for opportunities and entries. If you're just looking at the general bias, it can give you that, but opportunities and entries, I mean, S&P is slower than NAS and your 30, so definitely it will be more behind. Okay. Then I can see this is John K. Hi, I'm new here,
Hello.
just prospecting. You'll have my input next week. All right, that's fine. That's fine, John K. That's all right. That's okay.
Hello. Hello,
Yes,
hello,
Charles.
Jeffrey.
Yes, Charles.
Now, I have a problem. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I've been following your tutors for quite some time now, and
Mm-hmm.
I must also say that I'm a beginner, a complete beginner.
Okay.
And I've watched you analyze this markets for some
Mm-hmm.
time, and true to your word, these markets always go as you mentioned them. They move to the
Yeah.
direction that you mentioned over time.
Yeah.
Now, my problem is entries.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just am completely unable to get the entries. Sometimes I enter too early or I enter too late, and I
Yeah.
get stopped out in the market.
Mm-hmm.
So I was asking how can I make how can I get those sniper entries? Do you provide do you train for that, or like for instance there's this pair you were telling us that someone may hold for a week, the Euro USD pair, and
Yes.
you've
Uh-huh.
just mentioned that anyone who would wish to hold it for 1 week can place an entry. Does it
Yes.
mean that is it possible to place that entry like right now and hold
Yes.
it, or do I need to wait for that red candle to to fully form?
Yeah, you can place the entry even right
Because
now.
I understand the candle is red now, and if I look at the time, there's still more than 2 hours for it to fully form. Huh? So
Yes.
it means it could also be bullish. So I could be making that sell entries, then the candle goes bullish. It breaks above that the point that you have just marked.
I mean,
So
it's all
how do
about
I get
uh-huh.
those? So how do I get those sniper entries to make sure that I don't get stopped out?
For sniper entries, now that is a matter of being able to understand the strategy. Being able to, because now the moment you understand the strategy well, now that is where now you even start familiarize yourself, and now even you are able to scout for these opportunities and get to maximize on them. So yeah, I do train. Yeah, I do train for that, but now that is privately, not that is privately, not during an open forum. I do train for that, but not during the open forum. So if you probably need like personalized attention for that, you can just talk to me after this. We have uh uh So you can just talk to me after this. You can just talk to me after this. We can talk on Discord. Then we'll tell you how
Okay.
to go about it. Then for in terms of entries for EURUSD, you can even check even during this session, and that is for basically even anyone else listening. You can just check for EURUSD. Can check during this session. I know job we took with you during the day, so I'm sure price is already now back at our entry. So we're in a bit of drawdown. I've just added more positions for these Euro USD. So anyone can easily get to take it at current price and then you hold it all the way down. So then I can see patience. There is no snipe.
I think I'll definitely look for you because I think those are the areas entries as the ones that are giving me really headache.
Yeah,
Uh, so
it's
I'm
okay.
gonna
That's
look for
fine.
you.
Yeah, just reach out to me on Discord. We can have a discussion on that. I can see, yeah, Ian is saying patience. There is no sniper entry. Just yeah. I mean, for you, Ian, you know how I did you guys your sessions are very different from how I'm doing these other guys' sessions. So, um, yeah, like now for the Euro USD, if there's anyone who is trading Euro USD, you can have a very good entry from this event at current price, then just hold it all the way. Then you can just be able to hold it. You can just be able to hold it all the way down for that one for Euro USD. So yeah, just reach out, just text me on Discord. We can have a private conversation. Then we can have a private conversation and see how to go about it. I mean, Ian can tell you. Ian can tell you how we usually go about when it comes to especially entries and things like that. Anyone I've trained from 2024, because Ian is from 2024, and anyone from 2024, right? 2024 and now 2025. So they can tell you how I've done it, especially the guys from 2024. Those are the ones I was very rigorous with in terms of these understanding these. So yeah, we have that. Then GBP USD has retested our minor demand and currently it's dropping well. Okay, so again, that is still another good opportunity. That is still another good opportunity to take the sales. So Cecilia, you can hop on that one as well. Okay, so you can feel free to just reach out to me through that. Then I think lastly we have Hillary. Hillary, you have pairs you'd like me to check out before we end the session?
Jeff, you've checked out all my pairs and you know it.
Okay, so you've checked out all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All right, good. So if you've checked out all of them, then
Yes,
that's okay. Yeah. Okay, so if I've checked out all of them, then that's okay. So I guess that's it for tonight's session. I don't want to keep you guys long. Also, I want to do a bit of cooking here. I had marinated some chicken for a few hours. I want to get into making some dinner here. So hope you guys will have a very amazing rest of your evening. So once this recording is done, I will just be able to share it with you guys. You can feel free to go check it out. I'm very happy that guys are getting to join into the session, and we're seeing quite a huge progress. So for everyone else, for everyone, thank you guys for joining in. And Ian as well, thank you for joining in. I mean, it's been a while since you are in this session, so welcome. And also, whenever you have time, and even the rest of the other guys as well, feel free to join in. Yes, Ian.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm
So anytime, yeah.
good.
All right. So, anytime we have these sessions, you are very much, anytime we have these sessions, you're very much welcome. So, I think majority of the guys here are from last year, like now Cecilia, Alpha, then the rest are now for this year, but you are the oldest within this community now. You and now the guys who, who we did 2024 with. So, thank you guys for joining in. I'd like to wish you all a very amazing rest of your week. I'll probably do an outlook video within the course of either tomorrow or Wednesday. But I mean, for this session, everyone has given me whatever it is they're looking out for this week, and I've been able to give my guidance accordingly. So, I mean, let's get those pips this week. Let's get those trades, let's get those pips, and we get to catch up in tomorrow morning during the live analysis. For those of us who won't probably get to catch up then, we get to see you in during next week's chats and chill. I can see there's a hand raised. Rita, yes. No, okay. So if there's no other question, thank you guys for joining in. I wish you all a very amazing rest of your evening. Let's catch up in either tomorrow's live analysis or during next week's chats and chill session. So cheers, guys. Yeah, Ian, you have something?
No. I was just applauding you.
All right, cool. Cheers, guys. See you on the next one.
Cheers.
All right.
Yes.
See you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Next time, Jeff, you marinate for us, Bano.
Yeah. Niko hapa, I left some chicken here marinating the whole afternoon. and then I had forgotten because I was watching. There's a series I was watching, so I forgot to make it. So by the time I was coming into the session, I've just left it marinating. So once I'm done with the session, so I go now sit down on it very well. Yeah.
Eh? Jibambe.
Yeah, sure thing, sure I will. Enjoy yourselves.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.